Okay, thank you. Mình đang quay đấy. Đi chụp sao?
The wind is blowing, so we go sawing, my dear, my dear, my dear. The wind is blowing, so we go sawing, my dear, my dear. Dit is Miller, Mr. Tim. Put them down and coming, Larry. Put them down and so coming, Larry. Put them down and coming, Larry. Put them down and so coming, Larry.
Suka menari.
Als het regent, dan kijken. En als het regent, dan tegen het raam. Als het regent, dan kijken. En als het regent, dan tegen het raam. Down and coming, Larry. Down and coming, Larry. Down and coming, Larry. Down and coming, Larry.
Sorry. Excuse me. English, please. Thank you. Sao đấy?
Em lấy này đỡ đầu mình.
Cầm đấy.
He's going to talk, he tell you everything. So if you like to become a miller, join in.
Are you ready? So please come a little bit closer. My name is Tim. I'm the daily miller of the Sawmill, and I will explain something about the windmill in English. Hopefully everyone can understand me. But we are still using our windmill for the daily production as a sawmill, so that means that all the wood what we are sawing here, we sell it to people making furniture, restoring other windmills, or reconstructing houses. Because I can still saw very easily original sizes. Now later on I will tell you more about the whole working of our windmill inside. We are doing lots of work out of the wind. So our windmill is only to saw wood. The windmill next to us, it's an oil mill. Nowadays he is pressing oil out of linseed. Linseed from flax. Linseed oil nowadays is still used to make paint, because linseed oil is an oil what dries. But if you want to make some paint, you need colors. Now the second windmill next to the oil one, it's the windmill where they grind colors, pigments. If they want to make some yellow or green, they're using different types of drugs. So with big stones they grind it to a powder, pigments, but you can mix it with linseed oil to make paint. If they want to make some orange like the sails, they're using the roof board on top of the houses. So they're using all kinds of stuff from the nature to get colors out. Now we even have a windmill to grind corn, to make flour, or a windmill to make paper. But the most important windmill for this area in the early days, what do you think? Pumping water. Because we live below sea level, we always have to pump the water away. You can see even just walked over a small sea. Take a look at the outside, you can see the colder. It's 1 meter lower than the water level. We always pump the water until we are at the sea level, and then we pump it into the sea and all the water inside of the Netherlands. Luckily, otherwise everything is underwater. Now today, it's not really a stormy day for me today because it's windy. And it's not really a stormy day, so that's why the windmill is turning now with 4 brown sails on the wings. And the sails on the wings are just to catch the wind, like a sailing ship. But when the windmill is turning too fast, when the wind is too strong, I can control my speed by making the sails half or in the air, and even can turn without them. So it's always depending on the wind speed of the sails on the wings. And the wind is always changing from the wind. So I can turn the top of the windmill 360 around to catch the wind from every wind direction I want it to. So the wings of the windmill are always standing facing to the wind. Now if I want to start with sewing, I bring one of the trees out of the water in front of the windmill, and then I will pull them in, and that's all what's happening inside. Would you like to do it again? Then I can tell you some more about how it works with our windmill. So follow me.
Ôi, Mu Miên dậy rồi đang. Kakak duduk.
Please come a little bit more forward. Sorry? In a moment we saw some yeah. So, outside in the water you see some of our trees floating on top of the water. The most of the trees have been sinking down to the bottom. Now we keep the trees in the water for minimum a year. That makes the quality absolutely not so much better. So after a year, I bring one of the trees on front of the windmill, and then even on the power of the wind, I can pull the tree in. So here, on the left and on the right, there's a winch working on the wind power. So we will roll the rope outside, connect him with the tree in the water, and I will start for a moment, and you can see how it works. On the power of the wind, I can pull the tree in. So every time, very slowly now, when the right saw frame goes up, it's pulling one tree forward. There he goes. So very slowly, foot by foot, it will pull the tree in. So it's always depending on the wind speed, how fast the tree will come out of the water. So this rope can pull a tree in till 2,000 kilograms or more than 4,000 pounds very easy. So when the whole tree is out of the water, then still on the outside is the buttock sitting. Now we have to take the buttock up because there's lots of sand and dirt sitting in. He goes up. So we have to take the bark off because there's lots of sand and dirt sitting in the bark, and that's very bad for our shovel blade. So with hand shovels we unbark the whole tree, and then when the whole tree is clean, I pull the tree further inside, and then I place the tree on front of a saw frame. Now at the moment we are busy with sawing with the middle tree. So what we are going to do now, we're going to pull the wagon backwards. Hoeveel tijd heb je?
Ze moeten om 4:40 even bij
4:40?
44, ja, maar...
Oh,
Ja.
mag ik even?
Ja.
If you can stand on the right side for your safety, we're going to pull the wagon backwards and we're going to fill the frame on the other side. Please go stand behind the rope, the second rope, sorry. Yeah.
Đây.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to pull the wagon where we're going to place the wood on backwards. And we do that even on the power of the wind. So in the middle reach, I'm going to pull the wagon backwards. So it takes a short while. Even die molen op 2 remmers even westelijk halen. Careful, hè?
Yeah. Be careful, your baby's foot.
Yeah, I think so.
Careful your thumbs. Ja.
Je geeft maar gewoon die uit.
No haast. fast. The wind is slowing down, so at the moment there is one guy going up, he's going to turn the truck a little bit into the wind. Hopefully it will speed up in a minute, because the wind is changing now. You can see the whole wagon is coming backwards now. Right?
Ok con. Họ kéo cái này, họ đặt cái gỗ kia, rồi họ kéo reverse ngược lại cái này, rồi sau đấy nó toàn bộ cái gỗ bên dưới này, họ kéo lên trên này, nắp vào cái giá này, được chưa? Nắp cái giá này, sau rồi cái con cron này nó sẽ chịu trách nhiệm, nó cuộn cái đấy, cái gỗ nó ra từ từ, còn cái cưa kia nó thấy cứ đấy nó cưa thôi, đấy là cái nắp cưa gỗ, rồi này. Không bằng sức người. Nhưng mà ý nói là ngày xưa như thế. Nhưng mà làm chủ yếu chắc là mục đích du lịch là chứ. Ok, anh ấy nắp cái giá vào đây, chuẩn bị nắp cái gỗ kia vào đây, không cho nó cưa đấy. Đây là cái gỗ nó đang reverse, tức là nó quay ngược lại đã. Sau đó mình mới đặt gỗ, đặt cái gỗ này, sau đó nó đi ra kia để nó.
Cô vào trong này.
Mumin đang ấy Mumin, sợ lắm, nguy hiểm Mumin ấy.
So now you can walk around.
Okay.
Closer look.
Okay. I tried.
So I'm going to have to line them out. Verkeerd? Oh, jij bent daar.
Ja,
Wachten.
ja.
Ja? Ah.
Cũng khỏe chứ nhỉ.
Nee, bij mij niet. So what we're going to do now, we're going to saw the tree for the second time because we need square pieces.
Ja, dat is wel helemaal hartstikke. Nou, het is helemaal hartstikke simpel. Zoals we dit waren.
So now we're going to fix them. The two pieces of iron on top of it.
Als die dan samen.
So the whole tree is lying stable when we are throwing it. So now we can start with sawing. So when I bring him in front of the saw frame, every time when the middle frame goes up, he pulls the wagon 1 millimeter forward. 1 millimeter forward each time means in a cut mini day, 2 meters, 6 feet in an hour. It's quite slowly, yeah? For nowadays it's absolutely very slowly because the modern sawmill is doing it in 1 second. I have to wait for an hour when it's windy. But in the early days, before they were using the wind power, they were only sawing by hand. So there was one guy standing on the top of the tree. The other one underneath with the two guys, they couldn't saw with one saw blade, maybe 1 meter an hour. So the windmill is already twice faster. And the windmill is now working with 8 blades. It can even be 10 or 12. 10 blades means already 16 people. So that's why sawing by the power of the wind was going much and much faster. Now when the whole tree is ready, the wood is still very wet, so we have to dry it. So the wood will go outside into the storehouse, small pieces of wood between so the wind can blow through. The drying of the wood can take half a year, but it can even take 3 or 4 years. Because it's always depending on the thickness how long it will take before it dries. When you keep your tree in the water and you dry them slowly, you get the best quality there is. So that's why nowadays we have lots of orders from people who are restoring windmills, reconstructing houses, because I can saw very easy the original sizes. Between the saw blades, they're just on wooden blocks. I can make them wider, smaller, I can change very easy the size. And we can saw much easier, longer as standard. Klaas, wil jij hem even naar voren halen en aanzetten? So he brings the tree now forward in front of the saw blades, and then you can see that we are starting with sawing. Hopefully you liked it. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Enjoy staying on that. Alsjeblieft.
So we have our free time and I see in the bus at 4:40. How many? 4:40.
Maar die was leuk.
Have no free time? Yes, 4:40.
Okay, nice.
Now when the saw frame goes up, you can see that the whole wagon pulls forward. So there it goes.
rib, those bars are sitting close to the
Sorry?
those bars that are putting down there.
Yeah, they keep surrounding each other. Otherwise, when it's almost,
Yeah,
it is a place one on the other side.
You dry the wood. You dry the wood before you bring it.
No, no, I saw them wet because the wood is soft when it's wet. It's much easier to soft. Glass is the way it out. You can even have a close look, you can walk a little bit more forward. I sit fast there, glass. You're welcome.
Ok.